Listen, the Patriots may look like a monster at 10-2, but once you dig into their schedule and you see how they've actually been winning, the picture does change pretty fast. But we're going to be breaking down why this team, though, is still dangerous, also far from untouchable, and where the Giants can actually punch back.
Hey, bang, boom.
This is not
I didn't hear no bell.
It's not supposed to be a violent show, guys. So let's go over the offense here for you guys. So listen, it's a really good offense on paper. I'm gonna start this. You know what? I'm gonna start it off with this first. These numbers are skewed as hell. The Patriots literally have the weakest strength of schedule in the entire NFL. The weakest. So we'll get to that more. We get to talk about keys to victory here, but not to be afraid of them. But listen, they're right now, their strength of schedule is 0.354, meaning their opponents have won 35.4% of their games. That's it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, literally the worst. It is what it is. But, it's just, you got to include that, I think. You got to kind of tamper down some of what you think of this team based on what you see on that schedule. But, so here's what we got here. So, offensive-wise, you got points per game, 26.5. It's seventh best in the league. 359.9 yards per game, eighth best in the league. So again, top 10, offense on paper. So now third down percentage, 42.36, seventh best. The one knock you got on them offense-wise, 54.76% red zone TD percentage, which is typical when you get a young quarterback. Young quarterbacks make mistakes. Let's be honest. Drake Maye is barely over a year of starting.
Yeah.
So you can talk about, MVP, but there's a lot of talk about him. But he's still a guy who's basically played 1 year in the NFL. Those are prone to mistakes. Those are guys who haven't learned some of the nuances yet, But, again, it's a tough team, guys. The one knock on the on like what side of the offense you want to knock on is going to be probably the running game. It's something that they don't necessarily do that great at. They're 3.9 yards per carry, guys. That's 27th best in the league. 32 teams. Not very good. Now, keep in mind, this is also saying you've had the easiest strength of schedule in the entire NFL, and you're still only managing 3.9 yards per carry. Not great.
Yeah, well, they had Stevenson. He's been out the past few weeks, so they're like on their back, of which their starter running back isn't the best as it was. But
he's a rookie, and you also got on top of that, you got the offensive line is not going to be dealing with injuries.
Yep.
Because now you got the whole left side of the line now being injured, but we'll get into that more in the injury report stuff. We go over that on Friday with everybody there. But 112.4 rushing yards per game. So, yeah, not great. That's 19th best. Passing-wise, they have a 70.87% completion percentage, best in the NFL. 8.8 yards per pass, second best in the NFL. 247.5 yards per game throwing the ball. That's sixth best in the league. And they're doing that while throwing the ball 29.8 times, which is 27th. So that's very efficient. Again, they're running the ball because they're up in a lot of these games. They're playing crap teams.
Yeah. Well, it's also burning the clock, and it's also play calling to mix up how you're diversifying this ball.
Oh, but what I'm saying is when you're playing the Browns and the Saints, you don't exactly have to worry about the second half too much usually, unless you're the Giants.
But when you beat the Bills, you're probably still throwing the ball most of the game, especially early in the year when the Bills are healthy.
Yeah, you'll have those type games, that's for sure. So Drake Maye on the season, like I said, having an absolute MVP season. I'm going to say it that way, but I'm going to still say every single thing this team does, I'm sorry, needs an asterisk because of the strength of the schedule. It just has to. That's not to say that
I'm going to say, I don't understand. I get what you're saying, but you also win 9 straight games. That's something you have to respect. Doesn't matter the schedule, because there's also the typical game where you go oopsie, which is kind of what they did week 1 when they lost to the Raiders.
Listen, though, if you are, let's use this analogy. We'll go to a different sport here for a second. Use this analogy. Like people talk about Barry Bonds all the time. Is he a Hall of Famer? He took PEDs. People think, and it's pretty obvious. I think he probably did, but he would have been a Hall of Famer without it. So now you go kind of the same thing of like with the Patriots. Like they look really good, but they have a PED in their schedule. They probably would have been.
It's a little unfair.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like you're looking at the situation like they would have been maybe a good team without the strength of schedule, but we don't know.
Would they be as dominant? Would they be the number 1 seed in the AFC? Probably not, but they're still a good team. Like,
oh no, and that's what I'm saying. My point is not that they're not a good team. I don't dispute they're a good team. What I'm saying is I don't think they're a 10-2 team. I think they're more
their
like
schedule says otherwise. That's
because they play a crappy schedule. You know, and that's just, I guess it has to be included as a potential for them to be a fake 10-2. That's all I'm saying.
You can't say that because they already won the 10 games.
I can't say I just did.
You can say it doesn't mean it's right. They still won 10 games. What other team has
against crappy teams?
Are the Bills a crap team?
Okay, that's one team. Okay, you know what? We're gonna go with that.
Buccaneers.
And now you're gonna make me repeat.
Let's go to Buccaneers. Let's go to Buccaneers.
Yeah, the Buccaneers are barely over 500. That's your signature win. That's your signature win. The 6-5 team they beat.
Yeah, they were at 6-5 when they played them.
I'm just saying. That's what they are. You just want to argue. I'm on to you. I'm on to you.
I'm a little bit. I just feel like you're sandbagging the team so much.
I'm not sandbagging.
But we also like.
I feel like they're a 7-win team because of the BS schedule.
I'll be in the middle, 8.5.
Anyway,
I'm saying they beat the Browns and they put up 32 points against the Browns. The Browns aren't the best team, but what they are is one of the best defenses in the league, and no team really
dispute that at all. I will not dispute
and not many team has put up that kind of dominance against the Browns on their defense. So
yeah,
the offense is working. And Drake Maye, I'm just going to go back to Drake Maye like his.
Oh, see, Rob was arguing with me so much, his camera and his microphone died. So anyway, I'm going to get back to Drake Maye here. So Drake Maye got a 71% completion percentage, 3,130 yards, 21 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 110.7 passer rating. So yeah, really, really good numbers there. Like I said, this is MVP style numbers here for him. So there's Rob. We got 2 Robs.
Hey, wait a minute.
Oh no, it's a black screen now. It shows you down like as if you're there twice. So anyway, like I said, MVP style numbers. I'm not trying to knock the kid, especially doing it in his first full year. It's impressive. And I will say this: say what you want about the guy as a head coach. Say what you want about the guy as a person, because Josh McDaniels is a freaking schmuck. But I feel like he's a damn good OC. He's a damn good developer of quarterbacks. That's what he is.
That's fair.
And that's what he's doing. He's doing his thing. So, running back wise, you got TreVeyon Henderson, who's the rookie. He's got 12 games, 118 carries, 558 yards, 5 touchdowns. Now he's got an average of 4.7. So I actually think when you talk about Rhamondre Stevenson being out, I think that actually helps them to a certain degree because he's the one dragging their yards per carry average down. So
he is
89 carries, 284 yards, and that's a 3.2 yards per carry average, by the way, and 3 touchdowns. 3.2. That's pretty bad. And you can say short yardage, you can say goal line all you want. That's almost 100 carries. They're not all short yardage and goal line.
Yeah, that's a little fair.
It's like I said, it's a fair statement there. Now Drake Maye, he's the guy who's kind of like will make the move every couple times a game, and he's good in the pocket, but he's not a run first quarterback. Just to make that clear, but he runs when he's gotta. Got 75 carries, 307 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So he's also been pretty good, you know. Now going to receivers. Stefon Diggs is having like a renaissance year. He's like the Rembrandt of receivers right now. But that's only if Rembrandt was like madly impregnating women at a crazy pace where he's got like, what, you got 5 or 6 women pregnant right now? Andy, like, who has that kind of time?
Yeah. Wow.
Oh my gosh. It's insanity. It's like I can't imagine getting that scenario. Like, you think you learn to wrap it up eventually. I'm just saying, like, anyway, though,
Or have a
six,
better pull-up game, either way.
61 catches, 679 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Hunter Henry also have a nice little renaissance year there with 41 catches, 537 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Kayshon Boutte got 25 receptions, 446 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Mack Hollins, 32 catches, 417 yards, 2 touchdowns. And you got Demario Douglas, 24 catches, 369 yards, and 3 touchdowns. So it's interesting. You got a lot of guys that are producing. You know, a lot of guys. And you can even throw in Austin Hooper. He's got just over 200 yards to back up tight end. Like, you got a lot of guys that are producing. Wide receiver, tight end wise, nothing running back wise. Just that's one thing you got to also keep in mind of that. There, running backs are really not getting too much of the passing, so that actually helps make it a little easier to defend. But you got a very well spread out passing game overall. Like, that's 5 guys. I mean, sorry, 6 guys over 200 yards. That's evening out, and
Yeah, pretty impressive.
like that's pretty damn good. So. I'll give him definitely credit for that. The throwing the ball around, that makes it very difficult. You need a deep secondary and a really deep cover scheme at this point to cover that kind of offense. And not a lot of teams will have that.
Look at you, the Giants.
Yeah, definitely the Giants won't have it. So on defense here, you got Robert Spillane is leading the team in tackles at 95. 95 tackles.
My God.
Christian Ellis, the second at 58. That's a pretty big jump. So, needless to say, Robert Spillane is a name you will hear very often when you watch the Patriots play. Craig Woodson's third at 57 tackles. Marcus Jones fourth at 50. Sack-wise, Harold Landry is having a little bit of a comeback year. And Clavon Chasen also, I won't say a comeback year, but I feel like a coming out year to a certain degree. Like, he's been kind of a disappointment most of his career. They each have 6.5 sacks. So not like it's not like you got Myles Garrett back there. It's not like you got Brian Burns back there, but you got a couple of guys who can create pressure and can get to the quarterback when need be. Plus you got Milton Williams there with 3.5 sacks as well. So you got 3 guys that are majority of the team sacks. Really 2, if you want to be honest about it. I'm just trying not to be mean to.
Well, those 2 guys have many sacks as you talked about before. What's his face has in the past month.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about Stefon Diggs is often used sack because 6 kids or whatever. I mean, seriously, you guys, the freaking what's his name that used to be married to Mariah Carey? Nick Cannon. Remember, he's got like 70 kids or something ridiculous. I don't forget what it is. I'm way exaggerating for the record, but
it's like 67, whatever.
It's bad. It's like the point where they don't even know their own kids' names. What was that? Cromartie.
Carter Smith. You, kid number 75.
Remember on Hard Knocks when Cromartie was having trouble with the Jets telling everybody the names of his kids? Like, that's what it's gotten to. Interception wise, you got 3 guys who've got a few interceptions. Nobody's like an extreme ball hawk by any means, but Marcus Jones has 3 interceptions. Robert Spillane, again, second time he's on this list here with 2. Jalen Hawkins, the safety, also has 2 as well. So, again, this is not a team of mega stars, guys. It's really not. Like, this is not a team of mega stars. What it is you got a very well-rounded team. You got a quarterback who's really growing into one of the better quarterbacks in this league through our eyes. And I'm hoping we see more of them going against better teams the rest of this year, and I can kind of feel a little more confident in judging this team. I know you're gonna knock me again for it.
Yeah.
It's okay. I have to say it. Like, when you have 12 games in and only 3 of the games that you played are against teams over 500.
So this is only knockback weekend. Like, yes, but what they've done against bad teams is beat them up badly, which is what you're supposed to do against bad teams. It's not like the Eagles are coming in and just win by 4 points against a bad team. And no one says, oh, look at this team. They're a bunch of ice. Put an asterisk next to this team because they're only barely winning this game. Or this is a team that no one had faith in. People still don't have faith in, but they still have 10 wins.
I actually had faith in the gear because I actually do like Vrabel a lot. I actually thought Vrabel was a freaking brilliant hire. I've said
Me too.
How many times have I said, open the checkbook for the man and get him? I said that how many times when he was available? Like, I don't know. When I say available, like, let's be honest, he wanted to go to the Patriots right off the bat. But listen, I may want to buy, something specific, but if somebody else gives you something for free, then I might take that instead. Like, money does talk. So you double the money what the Patriots are willing to give him. He comes here instead. Like, I'm sorry, there's no salary cap for coaches. Get your goddamn coach.
Oh, it's crazy how, like, why was it for so long that coaches were paid like peanuts compared to players?
They still are.
They still are, but I'm just saying, like, at least they're in the millions of dollars to talk. Like, oh, let's get a great coach.
Like, we get paid peanuts, obviously, compared to them. But so I'm not trying to make it seem like they're in the poorhouse. But when you're like making $5 million a year and you're coaching somebody making 50, there's just something seems a little off.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. So it is what it is, though.
Thanks for watching. Like the show? Of course you do, or you would have turned it off by now and not be hearing me. There are plenty of ways to support the show. YouTube is the best place to join us, and we offer memberships there with fun benefits like custom emojis and early access to video clips. Of course, there you can also send super chats and stickers to send one-time support payments. The best way to support the show is to buy these drunk idiots beers at buymeacoffee.com/2giantgoofballs. Along with one-time support payments, there are also monthly plans, so you can continue to help kill their livers each month. You can also show people that you are a goofball by visiting our store at 2giantgoofballs-shop.fourthwall.com. We got everything from shirts, hats, phone cases, funny candles, buttons, stickers, and even a 2 Giant Goofballs towel to dry off your goofballs. Of course, you can always support the show for free by simply hitting the like, subscribe, and share button wherever you are watching or listening to this. Hit the thumbs up on YouTube. Leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. It helps the show tremendously, and quite frankly, the goofballs suck at marketing and need your help to get the word out. Thank you for being part of the Goofball Army and for taking the time out to support the show.
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.